The following is an Investor Brand Network audio production via our audio press release solutions. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, Investor Brand Network utilizes its network of more than 5,000 distribution partners as well as other corporate communication tools to introduce public and private companies to a wide audience of investors, consumers, journalists, and the general public. Investor Brand Network's platform connects the investment community with companies that have great potential and a strong dedication to building shareholder value. The following audio press release may feature a client partner of Investor Brand Network. Investor Brand Network may have been compensated for the production of this audio production. Please be sure to read our entire disclaimer for full disclosure. Network Newswire editorial coverage presents Next Gold Powerhouse emerges as prices break records. As gold surges to record high above $3,000 per ounce in May 2025, outpacing the S&P 500, NASDAQ, and even Bitcoin, Wall Street's focus is shifting. With U.S. debt to GDP now exceeding 120% and real interest rates still historically negative, gold has reaffirmed its role as the market's most reliable hedge. But for institutional investors, bullion and ETFs aren't enough anymore. What they want now is leverage, scalability, and cash flow. That's why the spotlight is turning toward a new class of near-term gold producers, companies with clean balance sheets, high internal rates of return, and operational models designed to scale and generate recurring revenue. Companies like ESGold Corp, ESAU on Canadian Stock Exchange, or ESAUF on OTCQB. With central banks buying more gold than ever and financial markets hungry for sustainable exposure to the yellow metal, the next wave of institutional capital is hunting for precisely the kind of scalable, cash flow-driven opportunity that ESGold offers. With its focus on offering investors a viable pathway to include gold in their portfolios, ESGold joins an elite group of companies including BHP Group Limited, Barrick Mining Corporation, Agnico Eagle Mines, and Wheaton Precious Metals. ESGold is based on a replicable growth model built for scale and designed to overcome the high failure rate among junior miners. With funding in place, the company has begun on-site construction and assembly at Montauban. ESGold remains laser-focused on achieving its dual-track strategy, near-term gold and silver production paired with district-scale exploration. Amid this forward momentum, ESGold remains constantly committed to clean processing initiatives. A clear path to near-term production. Quote, the best place to go if your faith in the US dollar diminishes is gold as a reserve currency, stated billionaire hedge fund manager John Paulson, forecasting that central bank gold buying and global trade tensions are likely to push bullion prices to near $5,000 an ounce by 2028. Paulson is confident that gold will increase its position in the world. Paulson is not alone in his thinking. Historically, a popular asset that investors often used as hedge against various economic and market risks, gold continues to be a viable option to savvy investors in today's fragile economic setting. However, many retail and institutional investors are looking past large caps and ETFs, turning instead to permitted, low capex production stories with built-in scalability. The problem? The gold mining space is inundated with exploitation and development stories, but most are stuck in endless exploration of bloated development cycles. Wall Street is tired of the drill and pray model. Smart investors are hunting for permitted projects or de-risked, visible production timelines, clean capital structures, tight floats, and replicable growth models. Enter ESGold Corporation, a pre-production resource company on a clear path to near-term gold and silver production. ESGold represents the very opportunity that gold-focused mines want. The company is based on a replicable growth model built for scale and designed to overcome the high failure rate among junior miners. The company sets itself apart by adopting a business model focused on revitalizing underutilized historic mining sites with existing infrastructure. The strategy translated into reduced capital expenditure by leveraging existing infrastructure and minimizing the need for substantial new investments, as well as lower operational risks, as established sites often come with known geological data, reducing exploration uncertainties. With more than 500,000 legacy mine sites in the United States and 10,000 plus mines in Canada, there are more than enough opportunities for growth and expansion. ESGold is targeting only the most economically viable and strategically located projects, those with existing infrastructure, high-value tailings, or clear pathways to near-term production. This selective data-driven approach allows ESGold to scale responsibly, deploying capital into projects that offer the highest potential returns with the lowest development risk. Fully funded, fully permitted. Earlier this year, ESGold closed on $3.45 million Canadian dollars financing earmarked to advance its Montauban Project toward production. The successful closing market is a pivotal point for the company, providing the necessary capital to initiate mill circuit construction and mobilize the final phase of development at Montauban. Located in Quebec, Montauban is a past-producing gold-silver mine with surface and underground mineralization and more than 900,000 tons of historical tailings. Unlike many juniors still chasing permits and timelines, ESGold and its Montauban project is fully permitted for gold and silver production. This de-risks the path to revenue, placing the company among the few in the junior space with near-term operational visibility. With regulatory groundwork already complete, delays, dilutions, and permitting risks are reduced, and ESGold can move toward production. Quote, "This financing represents a major inflection point for the company," said ESGold President Brad Kitchen, who noted that the financing supports the company's broader strategy to become one of Canada's next gold and silver mining producers through near-term production and long-term district-scale exploration. With construction and processing circuit assembly now advancing, we are delivering on our commitment to build a scalable, profitable mining operation in one of the best jurisdictions in the world. End quote. Moving decisively forward. With much of the funding in place, ESGold has already begun on-site construction and assembly at Montauban, a key milestone that moves the company into the execution phase of its accelerated production strategy, targeting near-term cash flow within the next 6 months. The construction and mobilization stage is expected to last about a month. According to the company, this is the final major phase of infrastructure development before production begins, transforming Montauban from legacy mine site into one of Canada's next active gold and silver operations. Quote, "This is the moment we've been working toward, breaking ground and moving decisively toward gold and silver production," said Kitchen. "Our team, contractors, and stakeholders are aligned and energized to deliver on our strategy. We are building a clean, scalable, and modern operation that reflects the new era of mining in Quebec. With production targeted for Q4, Montauban is on track to become a model for sustainable redevelopment of legacy mines." End quote. At current gold and silver prices, this operation is expected to deliver robust margins, giving ESGold the rare opportunity to self-fund exploration, acquisitions, and growth while protecting shareholder equity. Following completion of the construction and assembly phase, ESGold plans to immediately advance into the next phase of mill circuit installation and commissioning. With permits in hand, infrastructure in place, and funding secured, ESGold remains laser-focused on achieving its dual-track strategy, near-term gold and silver production paired with district-scale exploration. ESGold will begin with reprocessing tailings. According to the company, the Montauban property represents a unique opportunity to transform legacy tailings into valuable resources using modern milling techniques while also restoring the environment. The company plans to start at the Anacon Lead 1 tailing site, which will be reprocessed and fully remediated as part of ESGold's commitment to responsible mining. In addition, the company is evaluating 4 other tailing sites as potential sources of modern mill feed, maximizing resource efficiency and sustainability. ESGold's vision extends beyond reprocessing. The company believes that underlying hard rock mineralization previously mined holds untapped potential. Through modern systematic exploration, the company plans to build a long-term resource base, ensuring a continuous supply of mill feed after tailings have been fully processed. ESGold projects initially processing 150,000 tons of ore annually, with expectations of scaling up to 300,000 tons. With that in mind, the company recently completed an internal review of its 2015 VTEM survey data and historic drill database, which confirms the presence of a large-scale geophysical anomaly in the southwestern portion of the Montauban Project. This area has not been drill tested, and ESGold has identified the zone as a high-priority target for future exploration. To validate this potential, ESGold is also finalizing a comprehensive 3D geological model, the first in the project's 110-year history. This model integrates 2015 VTEM and TMI data, more than 950 historical drill holes, and 18,000 plus gold, silver, and zinc assays, structural integration from geophysical and geological mapping, and data from an ANT, or ambient noise tomography, survey data. The ANT survey, which has been tested to 800 meters in mapping depth, is expected to provide key insight in determining the true scale and continuity of the southwestern anomaly, as well as additional zones of interest. Quote, "The southwest anomaly represents a technically interesting and previously untested zone at Montauban," said Kitchen. While our primary focus remains on advancing toward near-term production, the evolving geophysical model and recent land expansion are beginning to reveal a much broader opportunity. With a growing data set, disciplined exploration approach, and a pathway to set-funded discovery, ESGold is well positioned to pursue both production and the longer-term potential of the Montauban system. End quote. Because ESGold's initial revenue is coming from tailings reprocessing, exploration isn't the only driver of valuation, it's the upside. That means the company can grow its resource base without being forced to finance through dilution at every drill stage, a rarity in junior market. Committed to sustainability. Amid this forward momentum, ESGold remains constantly committed to clean processing initiatives. The company recently reported results of testing that assessed the applicability of Dundee Sustainable Technologies' Clever process, a non-cyanide, environmentally friendly gold recovery technology on legacy tailings material from the Montauban Project. The technology is designed to enhance recovery rates and minimize environmental impact, an approach that is solidly aligned with Quebec's strong support for mining innovation and sustainability. It also positions the company to benefit from government grants for clean extraction and remediation. The results of the testing indicate high gold recovery potential using the Clever process, with gold recovery of more than 90.9% following an oxidation pretreatment process. The company noted that the results provide preliminary insights into the applicability of the technology at the Montauban Project. The company anticipates further studies to confirm economic feasibility. Quote, "We don't just talk about sustainability, we aggressively pursue it," Kitchen noted. ESGold is advancing a cleaner future for mining by collaborating with industry leaders and academic institutions to transform extraction technologies. Our initiatives aim to balance environmental stewardship with economic returns, setting a new standard for mining innovation. End quote. This audio press release is an original broadcast provided by Investor Brand Network, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company that delivers a new generation of corporate communication solutions, including news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and brand awareness tools. Investor Brand Network may receive payments for the services and solutions provided to its client partners. You should assume that the owners, officers, and directors of Investor Brand Network or financial analysts mentioned in this audio production may hold a position in and may intend to trade the securities on their own accounts. This audio production is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any securities mentioned in this audio production. The information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be or should it be construed as investment advice. As in all investments, investment in the featured companies carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the companies thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This audio production by Investor Brand Network is not purported to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from featured companies and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by Investor Brand Network as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see our full disclaimers and disclosures at investorbrandnetwork.com.